Welcome to AminAcademy.com. Let us know the Vijayanagara Emperor Krishnadevaraya from 1509 to 1526. Krishnadevaraya was a medieval emperor of the Vijayanagara Empire who ruled from 1509 to 1529. He was the third ruler of the Tuluva dynasty and is considered one of the greatest rulers in the Indian history. Here are some Krishnadevaraya's accomplishments. Defeated rival rulers. Krishnadevaraya defeated the sultans of Bijapur, Golconda and Bahmani Sultanate and the Gajapatis of Odisha. Krishnadevaraya built fine temples and added gopurams to many important South Indian temples. Founded Nagalapuram. Krishnadevaraya founded a suburban township near Vijayanagara called Nagalapuram after his mother. Krishnadevaraya composed a Telugu work on statecraft called Amuktamalyada as well as Sanskrit work including Madalasa, Charita, Satyavada Paraniya, Rasamanjari and Jambavati Kalyana. Patronized the poets. Krishnadevaraya patronized poets in many languages including Telugu, Kannada, Sanskrit and Tamil. He was fluent in all four languages. Krishnadevaraya died in 1530 at the age of 45 and was succeeded by Achyuta Deva Raya. Now we'll go further detail about Krishnadevaraya. It was at this time that the Mughal Sultanate was being established in Delhi and several Islamic empires were making inroads in southern India as well. During this period, one such emperor that flourished was the Vijayanagara Empire, which stopped the spread of Islamic invaders in South India. Krishnadevaraya was the greatest and most famous emperor of the Vijayanagara Empire. He took the empire to its zenith and is therefore regarded as an icon of the people of India. Apart from being a great patron of art and literature, he was an extremely skilled warrior. He himself led his troops to victory in numerous battles. Before moving ahead, let us first introduce you to the Vijayanagara Empire and Krishnadevaraya. In 1505, Emperor Veera Narasimha established the Tuluva dynasty. He rose to power by ousting the Saluva dynasty. This was the time when the Bahmani dynasty was rising in power. These three major Islamic sultanates, Bahmani, Golconda and Bijapur, did not even want to see Vijayanagara. Apart from these, Veera Narasimha also defeated the Muslim sultanates of Ahmednagar and Bidar. Samrat Krishnadevaraya was Veera Narasimha's younger half-brother. After the death of his elder brother, he took over the reign of the Vijayanagara Empire in 1509. Krishnadevaraya's rule is remembered as a glorious chapter in the history of Vijayanagara Empire. The feudatories of Vijayanagara had revolted and were acting like independent monarchs at this time. The Gajapatis ruled Odisha, the Portuguese dominated marine and trade. Krishnadevaraya used politics, diplomacy, and war tactics to handle all the challenges. Krishnadevaraya's war against the Bahmani Sultanate. One of the main aspects of the Vijayanagara Empire history was the regular conflicts with the Bahmani rulers, primarily over the Raichur, Tungabhadra, Doab regions. Though the Bahmani kingdom, the first independent Muslim kingdom of the Deccan region, had split up into 5 separate states, namely Bijapur, Golconda, Bidar, Virar, and Ahmednagar. The sultans of these kingdoms used to organize annual jihad against Vijayanagar. It was a back and forth struggle, with the Vijayanagara kings winning at time and the Bahmani sultanates at others. The frequent clashes with the Bahmani sultanate had not only ruined a significant areas of the Doab regions but also resulted in indiscriminate killings and some others. The Bahmanis played frequent raids, complete plunder of the Vijayanagaram region. At the time, there was no unity among the Islamic kingdoms around Vijayanagara, and most of them used to fight with each other. At the Battle of Divani, Krishnadevaraya routed the marauding Bahmani army of Bijapur and pursued the Bahmani Sultan Yusuf Adil Shah. Yusuf Adil Shah, the retreating Bijapur monarch, was defeated and slain at Kovilkonda, dealing the crushing blow to the Bijapur army. Following the, following the fall of Bijapur, Emperor Krishnadevaraya focused his attention on the other Bahmani kingdoms. His next target was the Gulbarga region, which was ruled by Yusuf Adil Shah, who held the Bahmani Sultan Mahmud Shah captive. The Krishnadevaraya conquered Bijapur, freeing the Sultan of Bahmani, Mahmud Shah, and restoring him to the throne, earning him the title Yavan Rajya, that is, establisher of the Yavana kingdom. Suppression of internal revolts. The next step was the subdue the feudatories and the Gajapatis of Odisha, so that the supremacy of the Vijayanagara Empire could be ascertained. Samrat Krishnadevaraya then turned to Odisha to fight the Gajapatis, who were growing at an alarming rate. They had previously defeated Saluva Narasimharaya and were hostile towards the Vijayanagara Empire. They had the entire Odisha and large parts of the Andhra Telangana region under their control. Krishnadevaraya knew that he had to fight and defeat them to consolidate his position. In 1512, he laid siege to the fortress of Udaygiri. There was the war went on for 5 years. A total 5 campaigns were launched against them by the Gajapatis. But every attempt made by the Gajapati ruler Pratap Pardura to stop the invading and devastating Vijayanagara forces was easily nullified by the invincible Vijayanagara forces, who were being personally led by their great kings. After the final campaign, Prataparudra surrendered to Krishnadevaraya and gave his daughter Annapurna Devi's hand in marriage to the Vijayanagara emperor. The treaty was signed, which made the Krishna River the boundary between the two empires. Similarly, the Sultan of Bijapur, Adil Shah, took advantage of the situation and recaptured the Raichur Doab, which had been the source of Vijayanagara and Bahmani Sultanate's fierce hostility. Bijapur forces were greatly outnumbered and were compelled to surrender the fortress of Raichur. Krishnadevaraya destructed Gulbarga, the capital of Bijapur. The Sultan himself escaped by the skin of his teeth with the help of his bodyguard Asada Khan. The Battle of Raichur is, in fact, considered one of the most crucial and tough battles in Samrat Krishnadevaraya reign. Apart From his unbeatable military expeditions, Krishnadevaraya was also a great poet. He composed a book called Amukta Malyad in Telugu and also wrote a book named Jambavati Kalyana. Krishnadevaraya, an astute diplomat. Besides, he was also an astute diplomat. During his reign, the Portuguese arrived on the west coast of India. The emperor established good relations with the foreigners and encouraged trade between them and his subject when Goa became the headquarters of the Portuguese state of India in 1510. Krishnadevaraya obtained firearms and Arabian horses from Portuguese traders, which boosted the empire's military might, giving it an edge over the Islamic Sultanate. Krishnadevaraya got numerous temples built during his reign. Samrat Krishnadevaraya patronized all religious factions and was a devotee of Lord Venkateswara of Tirupati. And images the Krishnadevaraya and his two queens standing with folded hands can still be found at the Tirupati temple. Krishnadevaraya was also a prolific craftsman, as seen by the numerous temples erected during his rule. Apart from building temples, the emperor also made generous donations to them. For instance, the jewels studded golden sword and diamond studded crowns were donated to the Venkateswara temple in Tirupati. Emperor Krishnadevaraya also made huge donation to the Sundareswari and Meenakshi temple located in Madurai. Today, Hampi is derelict and bears witness to Islamic atrocities, but history has it that it has so developed during the reign of Emperor Krishnadevaraya that foreign visitors compared to it to Rome. Around 500 years old, believed to be the original crown of Venkateswara Swami of Tirupati, donated by the Vijayanagara king Sri Krishnadevaraya. Samrat Krishnadevaraya contributed to literature. Krishnadevaraya was also a patron of the arts, especially literature. In fact, Krishnadevaraya reign is regarded as the golden age of Telugu literature. The emperor is known to have been a patron of poets of various languages, including Sanskrit, Telugu, Tamil, and Kannada. There were many poets and scholars on his court. In fact, many playwrights from India and abroad used to often visit his kingdom. Samrat Krishnadevaraya reigned Vijayanagara for 2 decades. Domingo Peace, a Portuguese horse trader, resided his kingdom during his rule. He has written numerous things about him, demonstrating the great personality and impact of Emperor Krishnadevaraya. The foreign visitors to Vijayanagar, such as Paez, Nunes, and Barbosa, praised his administration efficiency and people's prosperity during his reign. Samrat Krishnadevaraya was as sympathetic and caring towards his soldiers and countrymen as much as he was unyielding towards his enemies. History has it that he personally commanded his army against opponents on the battlefield. Krishnadevaraya loved and cared for his men and at the end of battle used to go to the battlefield looking for the wounded, making arrangements to pick them up and get them treated. Krishnadevaraya was also well known for his kindness. Every year during Vasantostava, he presented gifts to the poets. He completed the he completed his reign better. So far, we discussed about Krishnadevaraya, the emperor of Vijayanagara. We have done. Please subscribe our YouTube channel.